The dining room table was a place of connectivity. And because of that connectivity, at a really young age, I recognized just how powerful a tool that food has socially. We have many families that are challenged by keeping food in the fridge and meals on the table. If we had the resources, we could easily feed 3 to 4 times as many people tomorrow, but we don't.
In Canada, the trends for individual donations are not looking good. Over the last 10 years, it dropped from 1 in 4 people donating to charity on a regular basis to 1 in 6.
The UN said people throw away enough food to give each person facing hunger around the world more than 1 meal a day.
Food waste is a huge driver of climate change. If food waste were a country, it would be the 3rd largest greenhouse gas emitter in the world.
The cost of food, cost of groceries, inflation, they're on everybody's mind. You can't turn on the television, watch the news without that being a feature story these days.
Canadians are fed up with high food costs.
The cost of groceries rose 13.5% in the past year.
We put so much energy into growing and packaging and refrigerating and transporting our food all over the world. After all of that, food ends up in the landfill. It generates methane, which is 28 times more potent than carbon dioxide. So there's a huge amount of emissions being generated in our food system. We need to be eating that food and not throwing it away after all of that effort. Food Stash is a registered charity. We were established in 2016 with the dual mission of preventing food from being wasted and also providing dignified food access.
A Better Life Foundation is a food-based charity that aims at uplifting our community through food. Currently, we're offering around 2,000 meals every single day. About 300 of those meals are made entirely from food that was made from ingredients that were destined for the waste stream.
We've been working together since 2022, initially just on some ad hoc food rescues. In spring of 2023, we started working together regularly. We at Food Stash deliver to Better Life Foundation 5 days a week from our surplus food that we're picking up at grocery stores, and then they use that in their daily meal program with the Food Recovery Kitchen.
I'm a chef in the Recovery Kitchen here at a Better Life Foundation, where we take perfectly good ingredients that are rescued, we turn them into delicious meals, and we provide those for people in need in our community.
Look at that! That's gold.
There you go. It's your gold. It's your gold.
Somebody's amazing.
We have a fleet of trucks and a warehouse, and we're on the road 7 days a week collecting good surplus food and then getting it out to those who need it. We deliver to 38 other organizations. We have a home grocery delivery program for folks with disabilities, and we have a weekly market that's open to the public.
When we go onto the food truck, we make sure that the food that we're picking up is still going to be edible. If we wouldn't eat it, we certainly wouldn't serve it to anybody else. Quality control is really important for us. Both Chef Yoko and I are food safe trained, and so we want to make sure that the food is not only going to taste delicious, but it's actually going to be really good quality. We'll pick up food that might not be the prettiest, but it's still perfectly good to eat, and we choose those products, we bring them into our kitchen, we'll refrigerate them right away.
We've got a dedicated team that makes sure that these meals are executed and prepared with loving care, then packaged, and then delivered directly to the folks that are receiving them. And of course, each one of those steps comes with a cost.
When people think of charity, they think everything should be free and it doesn't cost anything to run and it doesn't cost anything to benefit from it. But in reality, this work is really expensive. We have a warehouse that costs us more than $17,000 a month in rent. We pay living wages because we live in an expensive city and we want to retain quality staff. And it costs us a lot of money to maintain a fleet of vehicles and go around picking up and delivering food all across the city.
We have to then pay somebody else to sort, weigh, and make sure that the quality control is there.
We rely a lot on volunteer labor as well. Volunteers help us in our warehouse sorting food and preparing our food boxes and running our market. Even though our business isn't profit-oriented, it's impact-oriented, we need diversified sources of revenue. So we need support from individuals, from corporations, from government, and from our own foster recovery fee-for-service models.
It's no surprise or secret that in this neighborhood we're suffering from severe housing crisis, an opioid epidemic, the current and after effects of colonialism, violence against women, to name a few. The list goes on. And it's really next to impossible to address any of those issues until people's basic human needs are met, which is food. There's optimism and hope, resilience, humor, so much more. And food has been a conduit for us to share that with so many people.
There's lots of ways that you can get involved and help our work. First and foremost, donate. We really rely on individual donations, whether it's $5 or $500, it truly goes a long way, and we really need the support. You know, we know there's more food out there being wasted, and there's definitely more people out there who are hungry and need dignified access to food. So we hope to just keep doing what we're doing and doing more of it.